Do you struggle with anger? I don't mean the every once in a while frustration that comes from trying to negotiate a big experience, but rather the kind that festers in your system or gets triggered at the smallest of offenses. While feeling moments of anger is a normal and natural part of the human experience, being in a perpetual state of anger or constantly holding on to past resentments creates mental, emotional, and spiritual blocks that will keep you from experiencing the love, success, and happiness you desire. So on this episode of Living Clear, I'm going to show you how to let go of anger and resentment. Hi, Morgan McKean here with Living Clear, the show where you receive spiritual ideas for fabulous living. And today I'm going to show you how to let go of anger and resentment, as the constant presence of them in your life can only bring damage and negativity, as every emotion we have sends out a certain frequency into the universe, which is then reflected back to us through our physical reality. What this means is, if you frequently find yourself in an angry state of mind, you will continue to produce situations and scenarios that reflect your anger back to you, because life always reflects back to you your ideas, beliefs, and the energetic frequency of your feeling. And if you want to live fabulously, you're gonna have to give up being angry. To be clear, anger in and of itself isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it serves a very specific purpose, as it is the emotional response we have when we process certain kinds of fear-based triggers, including frustration, irritation, criticism, or defensiveness. And it lets us know that our thinking is off course with our desired reality. However, holding on to our anger or past resentments isn't healthy, and in fact is an activity of the ego, as it wants so bad to feel special that it churns and returns ideas from your past about how you should have been treated, how you feel betrayed by some person, or any other number of reasons you may have felt forced to give your power away. For example, I have a client who's constantly angry by the way her boss treats her. And on days she's particularly frustrated, the boss seems to come down even harder on her. And when I point out to her that the angrier she gets, the more difficult the boss gets, so that she can physically experience the reflection of her anger, she was able to make the correlation between the two. And once she was able to grasp that point, I was able to show her how it wasn't even really her boss that she was angry at, but more specifically, she was mad because she was giving her power away. And when she takes it back, the anger will dissipate. When we take responsibility for our part in the experience, we are able to see how our thoughts and feelings influence our physical reality, which then lowers our fear about situations, helping us to release our anger. So, how do we do this? When something in your experience triggers you to feel angry, your first order of business is to literally still your emotions as best you can so that you can best process the situation, which you can do by focusing on your breathing, as this will help you see how to deal with your experience from a much more confident perspective instead of a fear-based one. If your anger has been with you for a while, then the best way to start healing it is forgiveness. Though not for the person whom you feel did you wrong, but yourself, as forgiving yourself for creating those experiences will help soothe the fears that are keeping you from fully engaging in life in a peaceful and happy way. When you let go of anger and resentment from your thought stream, you make more room to entertain ideas that will help you live fabulously. Ready for your vitamin B12 shot of the week? Don't let fears from your past create your current circumstance. So now I want to hear from you. Do you struggle with anger and resentment? If so, please leave your comments and questions below, as I want to know your story and the challenges you face when it comes to dealing with anger and resentment. Who knows? I might be answering your question on the next episode of Living Clear TV. Thanks for watching. Did you like this video? If so, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends all around the web. Looking for a vitamin B12 shot for your dreams? Head on over to morganmckeen.com and sign up for Living Clear to get the motivation you need to make your dreams a reality. You've been watching Living Clear with Morgan McKean, where you get the best spiritual ideas for fabulous living.